it's time that the Big Joe herd has got to move. Well, I went and did it. I tried to really capture some cool footage moving the Big Joe herd out of my neighbor's property. Right now, my drone is up in this very tall native pecan tree. Hey guys, welcome back to xtimbersbison. The Big Joe herd is knocking on the door to get out of the neighbor's property. They're ready to go back home to the Ponderosa. But before we do that, the weather was perfect and Marisa and I took the opportunity and did something to help take care of our neighbor's property before we let the Big Joe herd out. Take a look.
You gonna go to the other side? I didn't know what you were doing.
Keep following. Oh, other side of it.
I didn't know if you wanted to make it.
Just let it go. I was gonna say this one's gonna be pretty intense. It is nothing but cedar trees. It's packed. So needs it though.
Yeah, that one went up fast.
What'd you say?
That one went up fast.
Yeah. So I think we've got, how many piles do you think? 10? Maybe 10 lit. There's a whole bunch. Some in the woods, some out here in the open. The Ponderosa is back here behind us. Not a lot of brush piles on the Ponderosa. We spent some years working on that already. Still need some work at the Ponderosa, but anyways, this is a good way to help your neighbor out and the land that you're leasing. He hired the work to get this pushed a year or two ago, and I told him, I said, hey, do you care if I light some brush piles? Me being a slight pyro, and when the weather's right, you got to do it and take your opportunities when you can. So here we are. So we're helping him as well, just something little, you know, if you're doing fence work or reseeding, clearing brush, burning brush, those little things like that is what I would think of as a leasee to ways to help the land. It's kind of the way I look at it. So there we go. Bo's conked out and Marisa's been driving me around, so he's asleep. I guess this is not entertaining enough for him. Poor guy.
What is it? Skunks?
Skunks are coming out.
Oh my gosh, Dusty. Do we need to keep lighting?
That is the sound of the eradication of cedar trees. When you clear the cedars, you stack them up and you burn them like that, like we're doing today. This is the stuff you get. Switchgrass, one of the big four. Indian grass, look how tall that is. Little blue stem. You get lots of goodness. This is awesome.
Oh, that tree caught on fire.
And they pushed it up against cedar.
Oh my gosh, Dusty. Is that gonna catch everything on fire?
That cedar tree is exploding.
Oh my gosh. Is that okay to leave that? Are we gonna have to like monitor it?
No. It'll slow down eventually, but right up there makes me think of all the places where wildfires start. If you've got cedars, like, can be like 4 or 5 foot tall, up to those are 20 feet plus.
Wow.
Cedars have been here for a long time. If you have those near your home or a barn, and you're in an area where you get a wildfire, when it hits those, you ain't gonna stop them. Western Nebraska or Western Oklahoma, Panhandle, Kansas, all those dry areas. If you've got cedar up to your facilities, that's why you get rid of them. Because when fire hits them, they just explode.
Yeah. Sounded aggressive clear over here. I can't imagine any closer what it would have sounded like.
Yeah. So at least it's killing some other cedars, but that's how you prevent it. You can prevent the wildfires, or prevent them getting to your homes at least, is getting rid of cedar trees around your facilities.
Oh, this seems...
Wow. All burning pretty decent.
Yeah, I just keep seeing all this like smoke and fire, flames, flickering.
We just entered the neighbor's property, and right now we are gonna go find the Big Joe herd, because I think it's time that the Big Joe herd has got to move. They've been in here long enough, over 14 days of just hammering this place that's rested for so long. It is time to move the Big Joe herd out of here and put them back at home on the Ponderosa. We're gonna let them go in the burn unit, and we'll see how it goes. They're excited to get in there. They're getting a little antsy, so I think it's time to move them. The bison are smart enough to tell you when it's time to go. Let's find them and move them. Hanging out by the burning brush pile. See if we can get their attention real quick with our yell. What's up, y'all? Come on, let's go. Woo! Here comes Big Joe. Christy, you gonna be the ringleader today? You gonna take them back home? Nope, got a potty. Okay, let's go. Maybe if I go down here to the gate, they know where to go. They're so smart. They've been wanting to go out, get out of this place for a couple of days now. All that still smoldering. Come on, woo! I guess they'll show up. I might as well open this. Have it all ready for them. Yep, there's Peaches. Better late than never. Come on, Queen Bee. There she goes. She found the herd. Should be the last one. Well, it didn't take them long. They took off like they hadn't been in here in years. What's fun about this is the first time these red dogs have ever stepped foot on the burn unit, so the backside of this property. and that's exciting to see that. They've got some exploring to do with Mom, and a lot of grass to eat. Look at Big Joe coming across the plains. What a great image right there. Well, I can tell you guys who's going to be really excited that the Big Joe herd is in here in the burn unit is Elliot. Eleanor's little bull calf is going to be pumped to see his cousins so he can hang out with them and run around with his cousins and have fun and whatnot. Eleanor may or may not be too excited, but I think she'll be kind of excited to be around other adults again with some distance, but I'm sure both of them are going to be happy that the Big Joe herd is in here once again. So I've been contemplating on whether I wanted to move them in the burn unit or the hay meadow first, and I thought, well, and here's one thing, we're going out of town for the weekend, and so they were telling me that it was time to leave our neighbor's property. And so I felt better letting them into the burn unit, which is 80 plus acres, and let them run around for about 3 days. And then when we come back, we're going to get them in our hay meadow, which is over here where Big Joe's walking along the hay meadow fence line. We'll get them in there, and we're going to do some actual mob grazing with hot wire on that. We've got water on both ends of that hay meadow. It's only 18 acres, but I love grazing it with mob grazing. This place here is not quite set up for it, but we've got water projects going on in here, and I've got some more fencing projects, and eventually we're going to fence off that riparian zone. So really on the Ponderosa, when you look at projects, we're always doing projects and stuff. This is a project on the list: protecting riparian zone, finishing our water source, clean water source project, our clean water project, finishing that we started here recently. Marisa and I did. But the burn unit definitely needs some attention up to fencing and water, so we can do more intensive amp grazing, mob grazing, whatever we want to call it. So they'll be in here for a couple days. When we get back, we're going to get them into the hay meadow. It'll be easier after they settle down in here for 2 or 3 days. We can get them with some cubes in the hay meadow. We'll start our mob grazing then. Well, I went and did it. You know, if I don't have anybody with me, which is most of the time, of course I like to have my family out here and whatnot, but sometimes I just need to go get some stuff done. So I try to fly the drone by myself, film with my camera, aka phone, and then do all this, move the bison at once. But sometimes it's hard to do when you're a one-man show. I tried to really capture some cool footage for you, moving the Big Joe herd out of my neighbor's property. Hey, Jackie. Hey, girl. And right now, my drone is up in this very tall native pecan tree, unfortunately. And I've got to get it down because it's got footage so I can finish my video for you guys. Yeah, I do a lot with that drone, and I was flying it. So they came out of the neighbor's pasture, which is right there. I was flying it, and I found this tree faster than I wanted to. So they were running kind of through this area, headed west to the open side of the property. Well, we were trying to get out of town, and Marisa's like, you got to get your work done. Get the bison in the burn unit, and so we can head to Nebraska. I was like, I don't have time to climb up there. It's not safe. I mean, that sucker's 50 foot tall. I don't know how tall it is. It's a huge pecan tree. And I don't have time to look for it. And when we got back, I was like, it's okay. I can still make my content and edit my videos without the footage on this. It's okay. I didn't need my drone footage. But now I need my drone footage. And I came back out here. I don't know how I'm going to get this down, honestly. I mean, it is way up there. I mean, I got one of the biggest trees here in this little area. And I don't know how. I mean, from the base to even the first limb is probably 15 plus feet. I don't know how I'm going to get it. Oh my gosh. I am incredibly lucky. Oh my gosh. It fell out. No way. Oh my gosh, guys. I am so lucky. Guys, it's been several weeks since I've had this and I found it. Oh my gosh, guys. This is so awesome. I am incredibly lucky. So I'm ahead on content, which basically gave me a little bit of time to avoid having to climb up there, basically. And anyways, I it's been a couple of weeks, so I'm like I was avoiding having to climb up there. But I needed the footage of this. It has lots of footage on this. So now I'll be able to finish the video for you guys. It's not a lot. There, lucky to have this back. Will it work? I don't know. We were in a hurry to get out of town and stuff. So I did not think it would fall out of the tree. I thought I was literally going to have to climb up there. So what it probably did was found an exterior limb, I'm assuming, which is, they're very light, let's just say. And this little guy landed up there and good windstorm, rainstorm, something knocked it down. I found it at the base of the tree. Guys, I'm telling you, I am very, very lucky. Very lucky. All right, we can finish it.